kick things off on the Tuesday, and Ted Getabird here is 13-8. Was very impressive. Trounced the field last time out. Made Mengley Kang look very ordinary. Apparently does very little at home, Getabird. But would you be concerned that 13-8 for Getabird is too short, or how do you feel?
Well, Getabird is not Vatour and he's not Duvan.
Yeah.
At the moment, he might well be. Jumps well. I thought he jumped slightly right all the way at Punchestown with Patrick Mullins. Slightly, if you wanted to see if anyway he jumped. It was the right way to be jumping around there, but he was quick and he jumped well and he won really well. I'd say he's a very good horse. But I'd say Amy Murphy's horse is a very good horse as well. Kalashnikov at 5-1. I think Getabird is the best we have gone over there, and he'll be hard to beat. And the softer the ground is, the better he like it. Just
as a trainer, because Willie said Getabird, he surprised him last time out how well he ran because he does nothing at home. So what's it like to have a horse to train that you think, well, she does nothing at home. Then all of a sudden he gets to the track and he just clicks and that's off he goes.
A lot better than the fella that's showing you loads at home. I would prefer the fella who shows on the track. The track is what it's all about.
Okay.
Horse that performs on the track. Don't mind all the work he is and how happy you are and his bloods are right, his scope is good and he jumps super and all that. Most of that is only hot air.
Yeah.
It's what they do on the track that counts. And the horses that do it on the track, day in, day out. It's like the people who can perform on the pitch. He practiced great and he ran great and all that.
It's like Johnny Ward in a 5-a-side game of football. You know, he looks great, all the fancy moves. You bring him out to the 11-side against the under-14s and he just disappears. He's afraid of life of getting legs kicked off him.
Johnny, what do you think? Johnny Ward is fine as long as he's not under pressure.
What, Johnny, Getabird, are you a fan or no? Or do you think there's value elsewhere here? Johnny.
Sorry, I think he's a shocker of a price, actually.
He's very short, isn't
he? I think of all the horses that are going to drift this week, this horse is going to drift heavy because right-handed, Ted was saying that it's very hard to tell how a horse is jumping right-handed with the angle that punches down with the way you're watching the race. But if you watch the last, and I don't think you can see it at the races, but he jumped quite badly right jumping the last. And I think the ground, if it is sort of good to soft, he goes very, very. I know he won a bumper on good ground, but he really, really goes especially well on bad ground. He's a horse that has been quite fragile, and I think he probably wants further. I'd be dead against him at the prices, and I know Ted was probably one of the most critical comments he made all year about a horse was Mengley Khan when he ran out in Leopardstown. I thought he was a small bit harsh because it was the first time he'd done it. And maybe you could give him the benefit of the doubt, and I don't really know.
Yeah, you would, of course. Any horse that runs out, you give him the benefit of the doubt. I'd say he shied from a fella out in the Torquay Road. Yeah. You know what I mean? You ever hear such friping all your life?
But it was the day of that was when you had your shadows and all that. When
the sun. Yeah, sun got in his.
In fairness, I don't think
wear glasses next week.
I don't think he did much wrong the last day. People seem to forget that he was giving your man a lot of weight in Punchestown. There's no way in the world of God a horse by Luke de Vega, in my view, would want the ground as bad as it was that day. Totally different ground. Right. He's 12-1. Getabird is 5-4. And Gordon Elliott last week said this horse should go off around 5 or 6-1. He's not saying he'll win, but he said he's right good each way value. I think he looks straightforward enough. Apart from now you would be worried he ran out before,
and he was trounced the last day by Getabird.
Like the ground was atrocious. They think they rode him too far off the pace, and he was giving him a lot of weight as well. It'll be a much different story, I think, at Cheltenham. I think maybe Clayman taking Forgan. He ran very well in the bumper last year. If you could forgive him his last run, he's a chance. I couldn't have Kalishnikov.
Why?
I just think on the ground he won't be quick enough, basically.
What kind of ground is going to be there?
Good to soft.
Who says?
I'm giving my guess. Good to soft, at worse soft.
It'd be worse than that the first day, John.
It may not be.
I know it will be. It will be. Listen, all the weather reports, they can't all be wrong.
Yeah, it must rain every probably day, a worse soft.
Tuesday.
I think it'll be worse than good to soft on the first day, definitely. I'd imagine it'll start on soft ground, maybe good to soft in places. But it'll be soft ground primarily, I would imagine.
There's rain. The rain that's apparently forecast Friday will be that'll be the big key. If they've a lot of rain Friday, it can't be good soft, I'd say. But
Robbie, Vision Day Flow, Supreme or Ballymore?
Vision Day Flow goes for the Ballymore.
Okay.
In sheer runs in the Supreme.
Right. What chance?
I think he's a chance at a price. He's a big price.
Yeah.
33-1.
Is he 33s?
Well, he could be 25s or 33s. You'll definitely get 33s here tonight anyway. He impressed me in
Jeez, I can't wait to have a chat with Robbie about renewing his contract next year.
I won a novice hurdle on him in Sandown on Tingle Creek Day, first run over hurdles, and he beat a horse, I can't think of his name now, but he beat a horse of Nicky Henderson's after winning 3 since. He was going to absolutely bolt up in Sandown the last day when he fell at the last, going to beat another horse of Nicky's. Look, I'm not saying he win. He's a good bet. He's a value bet at 33 to 1 each way. He's plenty of speed and he jumps well, so he has a chance. He's probably overpriced. I think Getabird is, agree with the lads, the worst priced favourite of the week. No way should he be 5 to 4. Kaleshnikov has huge experience going there. Won a competitive handicap in the Betfair Handicap Hurdle in Newbury, which is a great trial for this race. And he didn't win it. He bolted up. Somerville Boy is a Grade 1 winner in Sandown. He won the Tolworth Hurdle and won it well. He beat Kaleshnikov that day. And the two of them, I've ridden against a lot of these English horses. I think they're better than the bookmakers are giving them credit for, and I think it just seems the bookmakers think, oh, Willie's horse is the best and Willie's going to win the first race the first day.
It's not reflective of the Getabird price, though. That's what it is. Like.
He's not a 5 to 4 on shot. He beat a knacker in Mengley Khan the last day. And Mengley Khan, don't get me wrong, he could be placed. Like, he could run into a place.
I think next destination, if they ran him here, he'd have a chance. But Ted was going on about the mares and that. Like, Laurina, if you took Laurina out of the mares novice race, it's literally not a race. If it was on the telly, you probably wouldn't even watch it if you took her out of it. If you put her into this, it would make it a very interesting race because she's an unbelievably promising mare. Yeah. And it just shows, like, the more you dilute, and if they go 5 days at Cheltenham, it's going down Galway territory. Like,
which they will do.
Yeah. And then, but like, it's definitely, you'd love to see Laurina in this race.
And for what it's worth, Gordon Elliott has said like numerous times that Mengley Khan is a better horse on good ground. So take for that what you will. But again, if it's going to be soft,
he's a second season
on
novice. He couldn't win a maiden hurdle last year.
Yeah.
So look, he's not for me to win a Supreme Novices hurdle. Now Gordon won it with a 25 to 1 shot last year. So who knows?
Okay.